For years, many developers have relied on platforms like GitHub for code hosting and deployment, often worrying about build minutes, deployment pipelines, and whether their free tier would last the month. But what if the solution was right under your nose the whole time? The truth is, your own SSH server can serve as a fully functional Git host. This realization can save you not just money, but also time, energy, and mental bandwidth. In this video, we'll explore how you can leverage your existing SSH server to manage your code, deploy projects, and simplify your workflow. No third-party platforms required. Many developers, including the author, spent years and significant resources on external Git hosting services, not realizing their own server was already capable of handling Git repositories. The moment you install Git and enable SSH on your server, you have everything you need to host and manage your code. Yet, this simple fact is rarely mentioned in tutorials or courses. The real frustration comes not from the money spent, but from realizing how obvious and accessible this solution should have been from the start. The turning point came during a client project. After pushing code to GitHub and waiting for automated builds and deployments, a failure in the build environment caused panic. With a client demo looming, the author tried to manually pull the code from GitHub, only to be blocked by a CDN issue. In desperation, they added their server as a Git remote and pushed directly. In just 20 seconds, the code was live, and the demo went perfectly. This experience highlighted how unnecessary the middleman had become. After this revelation, the author spent a week moving all projects off GitHub and canceled their paid account. The process was liberating, removing unnecessary dependencies and simplifying the deployment workflow. The key takeaway is that Git works seamlessly over SSH, and you don't need a specialized platform to manage your code. All you need is SSH access and a directory with a Git folder. Most developers are familiar with cloning repositories from GitHub using SSH. However, the same command works with your own server. Instead of cloning from GitHub, you can clone directly from your SSH server using a similar command. The protocol and behavior are identical. GitHub and similar platforms have built businesses by positioning themselves as necessary intermediaries. But your $5 VPS can do the same job without extra infrastructure or tools. Setting up your SSH server as a Git host is straightforward. SSH into your server, create a project directory, initialize a Git repository, and configure it to accept pushes to the current branch. On your local machine, add the server as a remote and push your code. Instantly, your files are updated and ready to run. There's no need for Docker, CI, CD pipelines, or complex configuration files. This simple setup can be completed in minutes and works reliably for most small projects. When the author shared this approach with other developers, the response was often defensive. Concerns about production readiness, CI, CD pipelines, and scalability were common. Many felt that simplifying deployment threatened the complexity that justified their expertise. However, for most personal projects, blogs, or internal tools, such complexity is unnecessary. The industry often equates complexity with professionalism, but in reality, simplicity can be more effective. Git hooks are scripts that run after certain Git events, such as receiving a push. By creating a post-update hook on your server, you can automate tasks like installing dependencies, building your project, and restarting services. This means every push triggers a rebuild and restart automatically, with no manual intervention required. The author uses this setup for blogs, portfolio sites, and client work, all managed by a simple bash script that has never failed in 2 years. Before switching to a self-hosted Git setup, the author paid for GitHub Pro, deployment services, and build minute overages, totaling nearly $800 over 2 years. After the switch, there were no additional costs, since the VPS was already running other sites. The infrastructure was already in place, and adding Git hosting required no extra resources. The real savings came from eliminating unnecessary expenses and reducing friction in the workflow. When the author's laptop suffered a hardware failure, all projects were safely stored on the server. Cloning everything back to a new laptop took just a few hours, with no need for data recovery or cloud restores. Git's distributed nature provides automatic backups, with copies on both the laptop and the server. This redundancy comes for free, simply by using Git as intended. The biggest benefit of this setup is the removal of friction between writing code and deploying it. There's no need to check build statuses, wait for green check marks, or switch context to a browser. Deployment becomes so routine and reliable that it fades into the background, allowing developers to focus on building and learning. The result is faster iteration, more frequent shipping, and ultimately better software. Here's how the workflow actually operates. You push your code from your laptop to your server over SSH. The server receives the push, executes the post-update hook, builds the project, restarts the service, and your site is live. There are no third-party services, no API tokens, and no build queues. It's just your code and your server communicating directly, making the process efficient and reliable. You can also make your repositories publicly clonable by updating server info and enabling the post-update hook. Configure your web server to serve the repository directory, and anyone can clone your code without needing an account or agreeing to platform terms. This approach gives you full control over your code, with no risk of account suspensions or policy changes from third-party platforms. Even at scale, the fundamentals remain the same. Code is pushed to servers, Git tracks changes, and scripts automate deployments. Larger teams may add monitoring, redundancy, and automated testing, but the core process doesn't change. Start with the basics and add complexity only as needed. For most solo developers and small teams, the simple SSH Git workflow is more than sufficient. Of course, this approach isn't for everyone. Large teams may require code review workflows, pull request approvals, access controls, and compliance logging. Platforms like GitHub and GitLab exist for good reasons in those scenarios. But for personal projects, side projects, and small teams, matching your tools to your actual needs can save time and reduce unnecessary complexity. Don't adopt solutions for problems you don't have. If you're curious, try this setup with a small project. SSH into your server, create a directory, initialize a Git repository, and configure it to accept pushes. Clone it locally, make a change, and push it back. Add a post-update hook for automatic builds if you want. You'll have a deployment infrastructure that costs nothing and requires almost no maintenance. Everything else can wait until you actually need it. Over 2 years and hundreds of commits, this simple SSH Git workflow has proven reliable, cost-effective, and easy to use. There have been no failures, outages, or regrets about leaving more complicated solutions behind. Git, SSH, and Bash scripts are powerful tools that you already have. Sometimes, the best solutions are the simplest ones you've had all along.